It's hard making a sequel to a hit movie, especially when that movie is Jurassic Park. It was such a smash hit and phenomenon that a follow-up was inevitable. So how do you adapt the sequel to the original book? By following none of it, of course. Here is my review of The Lost World. To be fair, I don't have the hatred for this movie that most people do, or Jurassic Park 3 for that matter. Don't get me wrong, 3 is a mess, and I'll get to that another day, but I'd like to start out with what works in this movie. Effects still look fantastic. I mean, with 4 years to advance all that, it really looked good. I mean, the puppetry and the animatronics, it looked like it was more seamless in this movie than the first one. I liked the premise, too, even though it didn't follow the book exactly, or at all. I mean, the whole idea of the second island full of dinosaurs that nobody knew about, that was interesting, and then the end chase scene when the T-Rex gets loose in San Diego and starts eating people and destroying things and eats the kid's dog in that house. That was pretty cool and everything. I liked how several of the original cast members returned. You know, Jeff Goldblum, Richard Attenborough, and those annoying children. But they're only in one scene, thankfully. Just at the beginning, and then you never see them again throughout the rest of the film. Instead, we get another obnoxious child, which is Jeff Goldblum's daughter. John Williams' score is also still fantastic. I mean, the minute you see that, hear that theme, dun 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 dun, come on, you know whose movie this is and who composed it. I mean, John Williams is just fantastic in everything he does. Really enjoyed was that the raptors scene when they're first introduced in this movie, when they're running through the field, the main people and then also the poachers, hunters they run into later. And when they're running through the field and the raptors are just picking them off one by one with their tails and just eating them silently before revealing them officially. Always thought that scene was really well done. For what I did not like that much, the first film had like a really solid cast. You know, it had Sam Neill, Laura Dern, Samuel L. Jackson in there. This one, it's kind of wasted, I think. Jeff Goldblum returns, but his character is just not as funny as he was in the original movie. I mean, there's not really any good funny lines like the first film. Most of his dialogue is just whining and lame humor. I don't want to be here. Blah, 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 that kind of thing. Went and added Vince Vaughn in this movie for some reason. I thought he was miscast. I guess he's supposed to be the comic relief as well as the tough guy, but it doesn't work. He comes off as kind of annoying, actually, and a bit of a jerk. I mean, you know Vince Vaughn can be funny when he wants to, but this movie he's just not. I mean, all his jokes are just stupid. Like I said in my intro, Goldblum's daughter in this movie was also unnecessary. All she does in here is whine about how he never punishes her, and then that's it. I mean, the kids were useless in the first movie. She's even more useless. What she does in this movie is the only thing that she ever contributes is, towards the end, sound familiar, is kicks one of the raptors and kills it with her gymnastic skills, which is only referenced once, like the hacker comment in the first movie. The villain in this film also isn't very interesting in my opinion. He's just John Hammond's nephew trying to get rich. I mean, at least John Hammond in the first movie, or Attenborough, however you want to look at him, at least he had a noble goal. He wanted people to be able to see these living, breathing dinosaurs and visit and enjoy these animals, provided they had their own personal helicopter to get to the island. There also were some gaps of logic, just like the first film, such as Julianne Moore's character going to the island without telling Jeff Goldblum's character that she was leaving. You know, you're going to an island full of dinosaurs, you tell somebody. That just has always irked me, that was not ever brought to light, and he just finds out from Hammond, oh, I already sent her there, and he's like, you sent my girlfriend there without telling me? It's a rescue mission now, and it really wasn't for her. The big stupid idea in this movie, though, was bringing the T-Rex on board the RV they were staying in. I mean, of course that thing's gonna call out to its parents and you're gonna get attacked. I mean, why would you do that? I mean, I know the thing was hurt and everything, but I mean, even Goldblum's character says, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you bringing this thing on here? I know what's gonna happen. The most nonsensical action sequences when they're in the camp after joining up with the hunters. And then the T-Rex shows up later again and chases them, and then they're all running and running and running, trying to outrun that thing. Now, I remember Hammond saying something in the first movie about this. Oh yeah, they clocked the T-Rex at 32 miles an hour, so that wouldn't be possible. They'd be killed. Instantly, almost. Then after escaping the T-Rex magically, they end up in a cave behind a waterfall. You've probably seen the scene where the paleontologist with them gets a snake on him. He freaks out and gets lifted by the T-Rex and killed. And I'm thinking, you idiot. I mean, the snake's annoying, but that thing's out there trying to kill you. Seconds later, after that, Goldblum's character comes running into the cave, And like, where'd the T-Rex go? It could not have left that soon. I mean, how would you escape that thing? Of course, that thing was so slow, they could outrun it, so I guess Goldblum could too. Of course, the most nonsensical thing is towards the end when the T-Rex is about to get loose, and then they notice the ship crashes onto there, and you know something's not right, but yet the security guard guy, he takes the little door opener to the cargo bay and just opens it. Like, you can tell something was trying to escape. Why would you do that? Why would you let the T-Rex out? So it's his fault it escaped. This movie deserves as much ire as it gets? Well, that's debatable. Just like Jurassic Park 3, I mean, there is good things in here. I like the action and puppetry and then some of the dinosaurs and things, but the flat characters and lame humor ruin an otherwise worthy successor to Jurassic Park. So thank you for watching my review again, and please subscribe if you get a chance, and I'll see you next time with my next video.